The Almanack of Naval Ravikant, A Guide to Wealth and Happiness, compiled and edited by Eric Jorgensen, is a comprehensive collection of insights from Naval Ravikant, an Indian-American entrepreneur and investor. Known for co-founding AngelList, Ravikant has become a respected figure in Silicon Valley and beyond for his thoughts on startups, investing, and philosophy. The book was first published in 2020. In this volume, Jorgensen has curated Ravikant's wisdom from various sources like tweets, podcasts, and essays. The book is divided into two main parts, Wealth and Happiness. Each part delves deep into Ravikant's philosophy and advice on achieving success and contentment in life. Part 1. Wealth Building Wealth. Understand how wealth is created. Naval Ravikant offers a fresh perspective on wealth creation, emphasizing that wealth is generated by creating and owning a piece of a business, and not merely by accumulating money. He distinguishes between real wealth and relative wealth, explaining that the former is about creating value for society, while the latter is about taking a larger share of existing resources. Ravikant's philosophy centers on the idea that wealth comes from providing value and solving problems, and this requires innovative thinking and a deep understanding of societal needs. Find and build specific knowledge. Ravikant stresses the importance of cultivating specific knowledge, a unique combination of skills and insights that cannot be replicated easily. This type of knowledge often stems from personal interests, innate talents, and accumulated experience. He believes that in the knowledge economy, wealth accrues to those who have specialized knowledge and can apply it creatively to solve complex problems. He advises against following conventional paths and instead encourages pursuing what genuinely interests you, as this leads to a deeper understanding and unique insights that are valuable in the marketplace. Play long-term games with long-term people. Longevity and patience in relationships and business ventures are key principles in Ravikant's philosophy. He advocates for engaging in long-term projects with people who share a similar long-term vision. The idea is that building something of lasting value takes time, and short-term pursuits often lead to fleeting successes. Long-term collaborations allow for compounded learning and benefits, as trust and mutual understanding deepen over time. This approach also fosters an environment of mutual support and shared growth, which is essential for sustained success. Take on accountability. Accountability is a crucial aspect of wealth creation. Ravikant argues that one must be willing to take risks under their own name, standing behind their decisions and actions. This not only builds trust and credibility, but also aligns one's personal incentives with their work. Being accountable means being responsible for the outcomes of your decisions, which is a powerful motivator for making thoughtful, informed choices. This approach helps in building a reputation, which is a valuable asset in any field. Build or buy equity in a business. Equity ownership is central to Ravikant's wealth-building strategy. He advises either starting your own business or acquiring equity in an existing business as a means to create wealth. Owning equity means benefiting directly from the growth and success of the business. Ravikant emphasizes that this is how generational wealth is built, not through salaries, but through ownership. He encourages aspiring entrepreneurs to focus on creating value and businesses that solve real problems, as this leads to valuable equity. Find a position of leverage. Ravikant discusses the importance of leverage in wealth creation. He describes three forms of leverage: labor, other people working for you; capital, money; and products with no marginal cost of replication, like software. In today's digital age, Ravikant puts special emphasis on the latter, highlighting how technology allows for massive scaling without corresponding increases in effort or cost. He advises seeking opportunities where you can apply leverage to amplify your impact and results. Get paid for your judgment. Transitioning from being paid for your time to being paid for your judgment is a key step in wealth accumulation, according to Ravikant. He suggests that as you advance in your career, strive to be in positions where you are compensated for your decision-making and strategic thinking. This shift from manual or procedural work to knowledge and decision-based work allows for greater earning potential, as good judgment is a rare and highly valuable skill. Prioritize and focus. Focus is crucial in the journey to wealth creation. Ravikant advocates for concentrating efforts on areas where you have the most impact and potential. This means saying no to distractions and non-essential tasks, and channeling your energy and resources into what you do best. He believes that deep focus on a few key areas leads to exceptional work. which is necessary for creating significant value and wealth. Find work that feels like play. Ravikant advises finding work that aligns with your natural interests and strengths, work that feels like play to you. This alignment results in greater satisfaction and productivity. He believes that when you enjoy your work, it doesn't feel like a burden, and you are likely to put in more effort and creativity, leading to better outcomes and wealth creation. How to get lucky. Luck, according to Ravikant, plays a significant role in success. However, he argues that you can increase your chances of getting lucky. This involves taking calculated risks, putting yourself in new situations, and being open to opportunities. He suggests that the more actions you take, the higher your chances of experiencing a lucky break. Ravikant also talks about the importance of being prepared to capitalize on luck when it comes your way. Be patient. Patience is a recurring theme in Ravikant's philosophy. He emphasizes that wealth creation is a long-term process and requires a mindset of patience and perseverance. The compounding effects of smart decisions, consistent effort, and time are what lead to significant wealth. He advises against seeking quick riches and instead focuses on building and investing in value over the long term. Building judgment. Judgment. Ravikant places a high value on judgment, especially in the context of decision-making in business and investments. Good judgment comes from a combination of experience, knowledge, and an understanding of human nature. He believes that developing sound judgment is crucial for success and can be improved over time through learning and experience. How to think clearly. Clear thinking is essential for good judgment. Ravikant advises cultivating an ability to think rationally and objectively, free from emotional biases and external pressures. He suggests practices like meditation, reading, and engaging in intellectual discussions as ways to improve clarity of thought. He also emphasizes the importance of being aware of cognitive biases and actively working to mitigate them. Shed your identity to see reality. Identity, according to Ravikant, can be a barrier to clear thinking and good judgment. He argues that strongly held beliefs and identities can cloud one's perspective and lead to biased decisions. To see reality more clearly, he suggests adopting a more flexible approach to one's identity and beliefs, being open to new information, and willing to change one's mind when presented with compelling evidence. Learn the skills of decision-making. Decision-making is a skill that can be honed and refined. Ravikant discusses the importance of developing a systematic approach to making decisions, which includes gathering information, considering different perspectives, weighing options, and assessing potential outcomes. He advises practicing decision-making in various contexts to build this skill. Collect mental models. Mental models are frameworks for thinking about the world. Ravikant advocates for building a diverse set of mental models, which can be applied in different situations to make better decisions. He suggests that learning from various disciplines like economics, psychology, and philosophy provides a rich set of tools for understanding and navigating the complexities of the world. Learn to love to read. Reading is a key component of Ravikant's philosophy for building knowledge and mental models. He is an advocate for lifelong learning and sees reading as a primary tool for this. Ravikant advises reading widely and deeply, not just for information, but for understanding. He suggests that the quality of what you read is more important than the quantity, and recommends reading classic texts that have stood the test of time. Part 2. Happiness. Learning happiness. Happiness is learned. Ravikant views happiness not as a default state, but as a skill that can be cultivated. He discusses the idea that happiness comes from within and is largely independent of external circumstances. He believes that by practicing certain mindsets and behaviors, one can learn to be happier. Happiness is a choice. Central to Ravikant's philosophy on happiness is the idea that happiness is a choice. He argues that while we cannot control our external environment, we can control our reactions to it. Choosing to focus on the positive aspects of life, practicing gratitude, and adopting an optimistic outlook are ways to choose happiness, according to Ravikant. Happiness requires presence. Being present in the moment is crucial for happiness. Ravikant talks about the importance of mindfulness and being fully engaged with the current experience. He suggests that much of our unhappiness comes from dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, and that by focusing on the present we can find greater contentment. Happiness requires peace. Inner peace is a key component of happiness. Ravikant discusses the need to find peace with oneself, with others, and with the world. This peace often comes from acceptance. accepting oneself, accepting others, and accepting situations that cannot be changed. He believes that this acceptance is foundational for lasting happiness. Every desire is a chosen unhappiness. Ravikant posits that desires are a major source of unhappiness. He argues that by desiring things we don't have, we create a state of discontent. Reducing desires, therefore, is a path to happiness. He suggests focusing on appreciating what we have and finding contentment in the present. Success does not earn happiness. Ravikant separates the notion of success from happiness. He argues that achieving traditional markers of success, like wealth, fame, and power, does not automatically lead to happiness. Instead, he suggests that true happiness comes from internal sources, like fulfilling relationships, meaningful work, and a sense of inner peace. Envy is the enemy of happiness. Envy is detrimental to happiness, according to Ravikant. He discusses how comparing ourselves to others and coveting what they have leads to a sense of inadequacy and discontent. He advises focusing on one's own journey and progress, rather than looking at others as benchmarks. Happiness is built by habits. Naval Ravikant emphasizes that happiness is not a sporadic, fleeting emotion, but a state that can be cultivated and maintained through consistent habits and practices. He argues that just like physical health, mental well-being and happiness benefit from regular and disciplined practices. He suggests incorporating habits like mindfulness, gratitude, and reflection into daily life, which rewire the brain towards positive thinking and contentment. Ravikant also stresses the importance of physical health in contributing to happiness, advocating for regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep. He highlights that these habits not only improve physical well-being, but also have a profound impact on mental and emotional states. Find happiness in acceptance. Ravikant strongly believes that a significant component of happiness is found in acceptance of oneself, others, and the circumstances of life. He points out that much of human suffering and discontent comes from resisting what is and striving for what is not. By cultivating a mindset of acceptance, individuals can find peace in the present moment, irrespective of their external conditions. Ravikant draws from various philosophical and spiritual teachings, particularly Stoicism and Buddhism, which emphasize the power of accepting reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. This acceptance is not about resignation, but about recognizing the limits of our control and focusing our energy on what can be influenced. Saving yourself. Choosing to be yourself. Ravikant advocates for authenticity and the pursuit of one's genuine interests, talents, and passions. He underscores the importance of self-awareness in understanding one's true nature and aligning life choices with it. He warns against the dangers of conforming to societal expectations or living according to someone else's definition of success. Ravikant encourages individuals to embrace their uniqueness, as this authenticity is often at the heart of both personal fulfillment and professional success. Choosing to care for yourself. Self-care, according to Ravikant, is a critical aspect of leading a balanced and fulfilling life. He views self-care as encompassing both physical and mental health. Physical self-care includes maintaining a healthy lifestyle, while mental self-care involves practices like mindfulness, meditation, and setting healthy boundaries in relationships and work. Ravikant believes that self-care is not selfish but essential for maintaining the energy and well-being necessary to pursue one's goals and care for others. Meditation plus mental strength. Ravikant is a strong proponent of meditation, seeing it as a tool for building mental strength and clarity. He describes meditation as a practice that helps in understanding and calming the mind, leading to greater self-awareness, emotional regulation, and a sense of inner peace. He suggests that regular meditation can transform one's relationship with thoughts and emotions, leading to a more centered and balanced life. Choosing to build yourself. Personal development is a continuous process that Ravikant places great emphasis on. He encourages individuals to invest in themselves through learning, skill acquisition, and self-reflection. Building oneself, in Ravikant's view, is about expanding one's capabilities and understanding, which in turn opens up new opportunities for growth and success. Choosing to grow yourself. Growth, for Ravikant, is a never-ending journey of self-improvement and exploration. He believes in the power of challenging oneself, stepping out of comfort zones, and embracing new experiences as a way to grow. He views personal growth as an essential component of a fulfilling life, leading to greater self-efficacy and resilience. Choosing to free yourself. Ravikant talks about the importance of mental freedom, freeing oneself from limiting beliefs, societal conditioning, and internal constraints. He advocates for a mindset of independence and self-reliance, where individuals take charge of their life path and make choices that align with their true selves. He views this freedom as essential for both happiness and success. Philosophy, the meanings of life. Ravikant explores various perspectives on the meaning of life. He suggests that life's meaning is not a one-size-fits-all but is deeply personal and subjective. He encourages individuals to discover their own meaning through introspection, experiences, and alignment with their values and passions. He views the search for meaning as a journey that adds depth and richness to life. Live by your values. Living according to one's values is a principle that Ravikant holds in high regard. He believes that true fulfillment comes from aligning one's actions with their core values and principles. He emphasizes the importance of identifying and understanding one's values and making decisions that are consistent with them. Rational Buddhism. Ravikant introduces the concept of rational Buddhism, a philosophy that combines the teachings of Buddhism with a rational, scientific approach. He interprets Buddhism through the lens of rational thinking, focusing on aspects like mindfulness, the impermanence of life, and the reduction of suffering. He sees rational Buddhism as a practical philosophy for living a peaceful and contented life. The present is all we have. A recurring theme in Ravikant's philosophy is the focus on the present moment. He underscores the importance of being fully present and engaged in the current moment, as it is the only reality we truly have. He argues that much of human discontent comes from dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. By living in the present, individuals can experience life more fully and find greater joy and contentment.